Welcome to the Nitpicking Nerds. Today, we're discussing a new product.
We're talking about everything you need to know for Commander Legends.
I'm your host, Joe Cherries.
I'm your host, Beezy, and that makes us the Nitpicking Nerds. You might not have heard of us. We do everything Commander, all Commander content all the time. But right now, we're talking about everything you need to know about Commander Legends. So if you get a bunch of information out of this video, you got to subscribe. That's the deal.
Yep. And besides, you want to be subscribed to this channel because our subscribers are 10% more legendary.
Disclaimer guy here, the Nitpicking Nerds can't make you more legendary with a subscription to the channel.
Actually, when I said that, it made me think of Halo. I think when you got a 10 kill streak, it would just repeat saying legendary, legendary every time you got another kill after that.
Just think of us like the Halo servers of Magic content.
Just like that.
We call you legendary. I don't know. Anyway, what are we doing? We're talking about everything, all the known information about Commander Legends, which as far as I know is almost everything. We're going to talk about a few cards after, a couple fun things, but you're not going to leave this video wondering anything about the set at all. So for those who might not know, just in case, we'll get it out of the way now. What is Commander Legends?
Commander Legends is a brand new set. It's going to be all Commander cards, and it's going to be a set for Commander, which is something we've never seen before. It is intended to be drafted. So that means that we're going to draft 60 card decks. 60 cards! Your Commander counts as one of those, obviously. If you know Commander, you know that. So you have your Commander, you draft a 6-card deck, you sit down, you don't just play one player, it's like Commander. You're going to play against 3 opponents in a pod.
Right. Then you might not have one commander because there are 71 new legends in the set. 30 of them are legendary creatures, and then 41 of them are legendary creatures with partner, and they're monocolored.
Yes, and each pack you open, if you're worried about getting legends, there'll be 2 in every single pack.
And there's going to be plenty at common and uncommon. So it's almost, they're going to make it impossible not to end up with a commander. I mean, you'd have to not know what the format is to not end up with an actual commander. Release date, November 1st.
Okay, so the set's coming out in November. We're getting ready for this. This is something so new for us and awesome. Obviously, this is like the set's legality is just like any other of these kind of products, like Commander products, where it'll be legal in Legacy, not Modern, not Standard, not anything else.
Okay, the rules for actually physically drafting this set are different than a typical draft. Players are drafting 3 20-card packs featuring the new legends, 2 legends each, and 1 foil per pack. 2 cards are selected per pack to create a 60-card draft deck.
Yes, this will really bump up the 2 things. This will really help with getting 2 cards per pack. 1, sending signals will be a lot easier. You won't have the craziness of, well, I just got past a Lightning Bolt and a Scorching Dragonfire. And now when I take this Lightning Bolt, that Scorching Dragonfire is going to send aside. You don't have to worry about that. You can take both of them.
Right. You don't have to worry about it. Singleton rule does not apply to Commander Legends draft games. You can play, if you were to get like 6 copies of some card, you could play 6 copies, but the set has more commons and uncommons. To create more variety, it's going to reduce the chances of actually getting 2 of. So I don't think that'll even happen much.
Yeah, it's intended to avoid that. We don't want, it wants to mock Commander as much as it can, but also it's mocking draft in a lot of ways. So you combine the 2. You don't want to follow the singleton rule because if you see 2 of an insane card, you're not going to pass that because you already have one. That'd be silly.
Yeah, we're minimizing feel bads. All other commander rules apply, including commander damage, starting life total of 40, and the color identity rules.
A starting life total of 40 sounds crazy to me in a draft format.
Well, I don't know how many games you can actually play. Maybe it's just like play 1 game.
I mean,
I don't know.
I think the whole idea, but it is crazy to think about. Like, limited formats are already usually a little slower. Usually. Because
then what?
Then like constructed formats.
Yeah.
They're usually a little slower because obviously you don't just get to throw together a fast deck that is all super synergistic. And now you add 40 life to that. These are going to be some grindy games.
Well, yeah, they're not going to, it's not like you can just have a combo every time. I'm not tutoring for my 3-card, 2-card combo. I'm not going to have that. I'm just going to have beats and like synergies.
Yeah, it's cool. And I am interested to see how this goes because we played Pauper Commander a while back, and if it could end up mimicking something like that, where the board just gets stalled and you end up in this situation where it's like, it's awful. But again, I'm excited for this, and I'm going to give it a ton of tries before I make any judgments on it. But I'm just saying that is something I could see happening with this kind of format. I hope there might be board wipes and stuff maybe more often than usual.
Pauper Commander is miserable. This is not going to be Pauper Commander in my mind, because it doesn't matter. The problem with Pauper Commander is you don't just need board wipes. You need cards that are strong enough to beat a board stall. So the fact that this set has plenty of rares and uncommons that are going to be good, and they're literally going to try to avoid this problem, I'm not concerned at all.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm saying I could see how if this set isn't handled correctly, it could turn into something like that, where it's just like, well, everyone plays out their stuff, and then it's a board stall. And the thing is, attacking is tough at Commander, because if you attack one player, even if you're dealing a ton of damage to that player, you leave yourself open to 3 other players, and that's always a challenging thing to like decide when to attack.
Right. So there are the price point. They cannot give MSRPs anymore, so this will be priced at above the traditional booster boxes, but below the traditional Masters product.
I'm pretty sure they can give MSRP. They just decided...
No, they stopped. They can't because they stopped.
Okay, that's fair. I thought you were saying it was a legal thing. I don't think it's a legal thing, but...
No, I don't know. I don't know what their reason even was. But anyway, we don't know the price, but it's going to be not ridiculous.
Yeah, it's below ridiculous and above average.
Yeah, above... Like, if this was regular price, I would go insane for this format. I mean, and they can't really do that because it's more cards, better stuff. And...
From what we're seeing online, I believe... It's only going to cost like $5 more to draft, is what our friends were saying. So like, that's closer to the regular booster boxes.
Yeah, the price might increase as time goes by, I'm sure. Maybe we should just like spec on some boxes, because in like 2 years, this is going to be insane to find.
Well, yeah, with how many new legends we're going to be getting, it's going to be crazy.
Well, and just its unique draft experience. I love the Double Masters 2 picks in 1. It's every time. It's going to be crazy. Also, new foiling style for the 100 plus legends in the set. We have the 71 that we know are going to be new. Then there's, I think, 32 or something like that. Popular ones that they're bringing back at like heightened rarity, so you're not going to see them as much. I know Prosh is one of them that they said. So there's going to be a new foiling style. It's called etching. You can check it out. We'll probably just put an image of it here, but Gavin Verhey put it on his YouTube channel if you want to see what it looks like moving around. It's pretty cool. It's just another step of gravy on this massively awesome set.
Yeah, they look really good. I like them personally. I've seen some people hating on them, not liking them, but I personally was a big fan of the foiling, how it looks. We'll see how it holds up, because obviously Wizards has not been great with foiling lately, and there's a lot of cards that you don't even want the foil because it's just gonna curl.
Sometimes the foil is worse than the regular one.
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much all the information about the set in general. But now we have cards that have actually been spoiled for the set. First of all, we're completing a cycle of lands that started out with the ally colors. I thought that was illegal.
They never finish those.
Yeah, the crowd land cycle is now complete. The Boros, Simic, Golgari, Orishav, and is it? Lands that say, enters battlefield if you have 2 opponents or more, it's untapped.
Also, I'm sure crowd is what Wizards is calling it. Nobody calls them that. They're called battle lands. It's like been called by everybody except for
that was the battle lands was Battle for Zendikar, wasn't it?
I think the
Battle Bond lands is what I kind of call these things. I like crowd lands because they're all named after like seating in a stadium.
Yeah, like luxury.
The luxury suites, the morphic pools, and this is like stadiums and whatever else. Mm-hmm. So there's a couple more cards we wanted to touch on. Prismatic Piper is a 5-mana 3/3. It's a common legendary creature, and it has basically no text. The only text that matters is got partner, and you can choose its color before the game starts.
Yes. So this will let you. This kind of card seems necessary for really making sure that if you draft in the colors, you can get something. I hope there's at least a few more cards sort of like this. I'm not saying we need the exact same thing, but it'll help you. Just like if I draft a full black deck and I don't see a black legend, that would suck. But I don't think it's going to be the case.
Well, that's not going to be the case. But let's say you're drafting a full black deck and you have like Baron Sengir, the other card that's been spoiled. You have that, but you don't know where else to go. Or you have like 10 really good green cards. You just pick up a Prismatic Piper, and now you get to play a way cooler deck.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. And what's the last one?
The last one is Keeper of the Accord. This card just looks awesome. It's 3 and a white for 3/4. I think it's a human. At the beginning of each opponent's end step, if they control more creatures than you, you get a 1/1. And the same is true for lands, and you get a basic plains tapped every opponent's end step.
It is classic white. It's only good if you're losing.
Only good if you're losing, but at least that it outweighs the only good if you're losing with if you're losing, you're going to like untap by being pretty good shape.
Yeah. Also, the thing is this is a cool card for white also because you can do a lot of cool things like play Karoo type lands, play Lotus Vale or Lotus Field.
Ooh, yeah, Lotus Field, bounce lands. I hadn't even thought of that. Or even just you go hard and go, I'll miss a land drop on purpose because it doesn't matter. I've got like a Soul Ring and a Mana Rock. Now, if you miss a land drop, it's like you drew a card.
Yeah. Apparently, white always wants to go second.
White hates going first. Because going first is a strict advantage in Commander, and we can't have that. So it's outside White's color pie.
Yeah, white's color pie is to like to go second.
And you also can't choose not to go second in Commander. You can't choose to go.
I think you can choose actually.
As far as I know, I've never looked it up, but I think you cannot choose to not go first if you like win the die roll.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard both ways, and I don't know.
We don't know. It's never come up. No one's actually been like, I don't want to go first.
Yeah, I've never had anyone actually say they don't want to go first. I'm excited for this set personally. On the same note, I'm skeptical of what they're going to do because we don't know. So far, some of these things look cool. Some of them look good and exciting, but at the same time, it could flop. Again, if we get into attacking is hard in 4-player formats. I remember, how miserable. What was it called? What's intended to be 4-player?
Conspiracy?
Also? Yeah, that was miserable.
I never played a 4-player game of Conspiracy because I thought, hey, that looks awful. And I don't think the Conspiracy cards were that good. The Conspiracy cards were just stupid, like janky reprints. I don't know what that whole set was because it was set on a plane, but then you got like Phyrexian cards and like cards from Dominaria that have like cycling and all this crap. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I don't think there's even a way to mess this up. Commander is all about these big, huge, splashy plays. They can't exclude them. There's no question that they're going to be excluded or not. They're going to just. There's a million different ways to break through. Like I'm just talking about like crappy rare like Champion of Lamholt. That busts open a board stall like wide open. I'm not worried about it. And the rares is the problem with Pauper because you can't do anything with stupid commons.
Yeah, but the problem could be that our rare is going to dominate the format. That could be troublesome.
I mean, I just don't think so because Commander has great removal. Like rares don't. It just feels like as long as they don't make a huge crazy mistake, I'm gonna love this set. And I'm thinking about it. I want to buy some boxes now. Maybe I should pre-order some.
I mean, I'm excited for it. Like I said, I'm skeptical because I don't. We're going somewhere that we haven't gone before. It's completely new, and it might not even be a place that is good. Like we don't know if Draft Commander is good. It's a cool idea. It's definitely in concept sounds amazing. Like
I'll say if you have done it before, because people have made Commander cubes. There's been tons of that before. Mm-hmm. So if you've done it, tell us how it was in the comments or what the problems that you thought maybe arose with the 4-player Commander draft thing. And I will say, if you want to order, we'll do shout-outs out of order. If you want to order boxes like I do, you should, like me, go to the TCG player link in the description where you can pre-order and buy some boxes or any cards you want, and then we get a kickback on it.
Yeah. And special shout-outs to all of our patrons. We love you all as much as we can without making you uncomfortable. If you would like to become a patron and be entered to win a foil Creator of Behemoth, you have to be entered by the end of August 2020 to win this. You can go to the description, click on the link, go to patreon.com, and join our awesome patrons.
We've gotten a couple patrons this month. It's getting harder and harder, but if you don't join, you can never win.
That's true. Hey, you never know.
Ooh, wow. You just lotteried them.
Now
they have to do it.
Most people don't live in New York State. That's the New York State lottery slogan.
It's awful.
It
is awful. That was our tidbit, I think, then. Just a quick little tidbit.
That's the New York State lottery?
We gave him some information.
Fair enough. All right. Peace out, Tribe Scout.